It is all about the OC here on FM 88.5 KSBR. Music there for you from Kenny G right there, Sade or Shade or whatever the heck, some Kenny G song.
It's the Chardonnay of Sade. Well, that's what you said.
All morning, Matt, all morning.
All that class this early in the morning. I love it.
It's been just like that all morning.
Wait till you see my shuffle, Mr. Michael.
That's right. 10,
I've heard a lot about this shuffle.
People come from miles around
to hear her make that shuffling sound.
That's right, exactly right. We are coming to you from the Segerstrom Center for the Arts, and joining us right now, first victim.
Victim. He's not a victim. Our first guest.
That's right. No, Matthew Taylor. Matt, it's great to meet you, Matt. Really great
wonderful
to meet you.
Here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, fun. You play Julian Marsh. This is a fun.
Yeah, it's such a big iconic role. It's so exciting to get to put the hair on and play him every night. It's a great time.
Yeah. Oh my God. You have really been in some great shows. I mean, in your young life here.
Oklahoma.
I've been very fortunate. Yeah, I've been really, really fortunate to get to spend some time with some really iconic characters. It's been
you
great.
know what's interesting is I was reading this is Music Man, Oklahoma, Guys and Dolls. These are all older plays.
My wheelhouse really tends to be the Rodgers and Hammerstein golden era.
And you're a young guy.
Yeah, I am. That's I always think it's funny when it's kind of strange playing Julian Marsh now, being an older character, but I do love those younger Rodgers and Hammerstein type characters, the Curlys. Curly's really home sweet home for me as I sit here in my Oklahoma outfit.
And you're from Oklahoma.
I'm actually from Southeast Texas, but my family's from Northeast Oklahoma.
Okay, because I hear a little drawl in
there. It's in there. It comes out every once in a while, especially in the morning with a cup of coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
But you did play in Cats.
Yeah, it was actually my first gig. It was a total joke. I'm not a tenor. I'm not a dancer. And I don't sing rock music. So a buddy of mine bet me a drink that I wouldn't go to the audition for Cats and sing, I Can't Dance by Genesis. I can't dance. And he was like, and we thought that would be cheeky. And they agreed and they cast me.
Tucker was the sexiest one, though.
And I had to learn how to move my hips for that. It was
How'd you like the makeup?
Oh, the makeup, the hair, the I totally didn't know who he was until I put all that on. And it was okay.
Oh, that's
it was great. My mother, it was very strange for my mother. The first time she saw me in the show, her little opera singing boy is up there, pelvic thrusting. I couldn't see anything in the audience, but by goodness, I could see my mother's giant eyes looking at me going, "Don't do that, baby. No." I swear she was saying Hail Marys in the front row. It was a great time.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, how fun.
When did you start? When did you know that you wanted to do this?
I sort of started a little bit later. I followed, as all great, young theater stories start. I followed a girl to an audition for Guys and Dolls, actually, which is the last show I did here at Segerstrom.
There you go.
I followed a girl to an audition, and I've been doing it ever since. I wasn't supposed to be a music theater person. I was going to be a computer programmer or something, and the mother of the girl who I followed to the audition called me after I'd already accepted a scholarship to NYU, and she said, "You're going.
Stay away from my daughter."
She said, "One, stay away from Heidi. 2, you're call NYU. Tell them you're not going. You're going to Westminster Choir College." And that's where I ended up. And
Where's Heidi now?
Heidi's in Southeast Texas. She teaches in the Woodlands and teaches dance. She's lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Still very close.
Oh, God.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's great how things get started and sort of how life unfolds.
It's your road.
It really is. And I look back now. I'm only 29, but I look back at the things I've gotten to do so far, and it's just how fortunate and unbelievably crazy this is.
You're on the road a lot.
I am on the road a lot. This is my 4th tour. Like I said, I was just here with Guys and Dolls recently, which was wonderful. And
God, that's such a great damn show.
Oh, I love that one. That score, My Time of Day. I mean, the way he's moving his way through those keys is just it's sexy.
I have to tell you, and I'm going to guess you're probably the same, but I am. And have been since I was a little kid. I love Sinatra, and I mean, there's so many of these songs from that show, from this show. That
Absolutely.
They're just there's no better music than these songs.
No,
there isn't.
Well, and that's one of the things that I love about this show. People forget when you listen to the score or see the style, you forget that this show only premiered in 1980.
I mean, I said that before. Yeah,
and it's so great when they pulled in the Warren and Dubin score to to come back for the original production of this. I love that they didn't take away that, and bringing in 8:45 for the revival. That's such a beautiful melody that you just don't hear that anymore. Right. Great standards, wonderful time.
Right. It's got to be a fun thing too to stand up there and belt those things out with that orchestra going. I mean, it's like, that ain't karaoke, baby.
No, Rob Cookman's down there blaring it out. That horn section is living. They're having a great time.
Now, for 42nd Street, are you a dancer?
I am.
I mean, are you? Because you do a little bit, but not a lot.
I do. It was actually very funny in the rehearsals. The weird little kick step thing that you see in Act 2. Randy Skinner, the choreographer, had been told that I was going to do that moment, and he just looked at me and he said, "Julians don't dance," and walked off. And I was like, "Oh no!" And then of course Mark Bramble starts talking to me. He's like, "I really think you should do that moment. I think that's really fun." And so I don't dance much.
Julian Marsh is more of to me, when I saw the show on Thursday, it looked like Julian Marsh was a previous type of a theater person.
That's the way I like to think of him. I like to think of him as someone who transitioned through all the phases of theater, starting backstage, ending up on stage, then producing, directing, etc.
And then wanted to do this huge production.
Absolutely. And this is sort of his swan song. This is his return to the theater. His prior production was,
and he kind of has that
flop.
I want to sing, I want to dance.
Yeah, he wants to be in the stage, which is why that ending is so amazing for him. And it's we've all done it when you think that no one's around the house.
Exactly.
You're having that first cup of coffee in the morning, and you're staring at yourself in the mirror, and you're giving you your best Tony performance. You know what I'm talking about. I see some faces here that have done this. And
got the hairbrush.
Those are always my best.
You got that
performances.
Absolutely, mine too. And so that's his moment. He sort of realizes when he sees himself projected onto the walls that this is his mirror moment, and it's it's a pretty crazy way to end the show. It's a pretty powerful moment as an actor to get to have that time alone. You don't get that very often.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Amazing.
With the great shows like this, Music Man, another just a spectacular one. And how, can you, or do you even not attempt it, bring your own self into the roles? I mean, some of those that are so iconic that people know so much. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Well, when it comes to roles like you take Curly in Oklahoma, my family's from Northeast Oklahoma. When you talk about a bright golden haze on the Meta, that's opening morning deer season. I know what that looks like.
Exactly.
So that one's a little bit different. But when it comes to ones like Music Man, I think I try. And Julian's the exact same way. There's no way that I'm going to be Jerry Orbach. It's never going to happen. No matter how much I want it. So I have to come up with things that are distinctly mine, but I wouldn't call them my life experiences. It's certainly not Matt Taylor up there. I'm not nearly that mean, or at least I hope not. So if the cast is listening, please tell me if I'm being that much of a jerk back there. Goodness, I hope not. Director's calling saying, don't talk to them about that. No, each opportunity is a great, I like to say that it's 3 hours away from my own life. To be somebody else. And so I stay away. I keep Matt Taylor away from him as far as I can.
There you go.
So
there you go.
How fun.
Yeah, it is.
How fun.
Yeah, it is.
So what role would you like to play next? What have you, do you have anything on the horizons that you're like, I've always wanted to do this, or what would be your dream?
I mean, I have a soft spot for George and Sunday in the Park with George, because I kind of like the crazy artist. If you come see the show, you'll notice I do enjoy playing this guy. But I think the thing that excites me the most is the one that hasn't been written. There's something out there. There's I used to tell my students all the time back when I was a teacher that there's something that I want to say, and I don't know quite what it is yet because it hasn't been written. I do. I don't think that. I think there are a lot of people that would say, keep that for your journal. don't bring that up for people. I used to try to.
Today I was
Yeah. There's a lot of critics out there, so I'll keep that stuff for my own, poetry readings. All those mirror moments, those Tony performances in the bathroom. But no, I think it's the one that hasn't been written yet. There's something out there that hasn't been said yet, and I'd really love to say it.
Wow.
So.
Tell us about how long this thing has been out on the road now. Where did it start, and how far into it are you?
Oh goodness, we started rehearsals in August. We launched in September, and we're going to be out to the end of July as of right now.
Wow.
So we're getting ready to spend some time with our families, of course, over the holidays and whatnot, which is great. Troika's really taking care of us.
Better
in that
your family
sense.
than my family. Let me just tell you. So
well, come on down to Texas. We're gonna have a great time. Weather's nice. It never really gets cold. Of course, it doesn't get cold here either. This weather's beautiful. Thank you, Costa Mesa.
There you go.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Oh, is it rain? Real live rain?
Oh my gosh!
That's exciting here, right?
Storm watch.
I was raised in the Gulf Coast, so it rains every day. So people here are like, it's raining.
We have Team Storm Watch coming out.
I can't.
Oh my goodness. Don't leave your homes.
All right, so tomorrow, Sunday's the big day.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a lot of rain? Do I need to
40%?
40. Oh man.
No, the 40% chance. That doesn't
Well,
mean.
that's what I said.
Right, but
I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist.
I always wonder, is it 40% chance of rain or 40%
You're not a dancer
coverage?
either, but that hasn't slowed down here.
Hey, don't let him kill your dreams. If you want to dance, you dance.
I do.
I'm a dancer.
I do.
I'm killing her dreams. That's right.
It's okay. The dancers do it to me every night. I'm over in the wings, like trying to learn a time step, and they're just looking at me, going, "No."
See, I prefer more to think of it as I'm throwing myself on a grenade to save the platoon.
I'm a closet theater geek.
Come out of that closet. Kick that door open. Come right on out. It's lovely out here.
I tried. I really did.
Hey, I can't blame you. I mean, coming from a farm family in Northeast Oklahoma, they're like, you want to do what?
I know.
No,
See, I actually performed on stage here.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
In what? Tell me.
It was Chalk Follies. It was a children's hospital. Would you stop laughing
Sorry,
at me?
I was thinking of something else. Go ahead.
And I was part of the chorus, and I got to dance and sing in the back, but I didn't sing. I mouthed the words.
Did you?
Because I don't sing very well.
Oh, come on.
But I was told that I could if I practiced.
I couldn't believe it either.
Come on.
What it is it's a bunch of business people who gather who are theater closet freaks like me,
Wonderful.
And we put on a show for the Children's Hospital.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And we sell tickets, and it's really nice. And so one of the years,
well, here's the thing.
But some of them are really, really good. I mean, the leads are really good. I'm not saying I am, but the leads were really good. I was in the back, I did the box. Okay, so anyway, we'll go on to the view.
I'm in trouble.
Wait, you said you can't sing. I feel like everybody can sing. If we learn nothing else from Harold Hill, it's singing is just sustained
I'm like
talking.
Lucy. I'm like Lucille Ball.
Oh God.
So very funny.
Amen.
Electric, very funny. All good things. Beautiful.
So whenever they ask me to do a sound check or for a microphone check, I sing.
Oh, what do you sing? Do you have a go-to?
I left my heart.
Yes.
I tried to warn you.
Francisco.
What did I tell you? I warned you. There's only so many grenades I could jump on.
It's okay. The next segment's the shuffle section. I just know it. I know it's coming. I'm ready.
So that's what I sing.
Well,
You asked. Okay, continue.
I don't know where the hell to go after that. I really don't. Matthew Taylor is here. He is Julian Marsh in 42nd Street. You'll be happy to know that Kelly is not in the production at all.
Oh, sad.
Hey, there's always a chance of a twisted ankle.
So,
we learn nothing else from 42nd Street. It's that there's always a chance.
Exactly.
Okay, so Julian Marsh, I have to tell you, Julian Marsh in the show. Was there a little love connection going on with what's her name?
Peggy.
With Peggy.
With Peggy.
Well, there's a little slight flirtation thingy going on.
It's funny. Being a younger Julian, I can afford a little bit more chemistry in that respect. But I like to think that Julian does what he does to Peggy to get something out of her.
That's what I was thinking too.
That said, Julian probably in his heyday was a bit of a ladies' man, and as he gets older, he loses a little bit of that. And I think that there's a wonderful reminder, specifically at the end. I think that's why he's so caught off guard by Peggy when she sort of has that change to become a woman.
Yeah, and she
his
leaves,
eyes.
I was like, "Oh, she grew up."
She does, and it's such a powerful moment for Caitlin. Caitlin as a person playing that moment and watching her find that was just so magical. And she really owns it every night, and it makes it so easy for me as Julian to be taken aback and realize, oh, I still got it. That's good. Every night before I sing the indie thing, that's what I'm thinking as I'm walking. I was like, yeah,
she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm just joking. No, because
let me just offer this up. That it was refreshing to see somebody else be the recipient of one of those.
I'm glad I could take. I'm glad I could take that.
it's all
welcome to the club. Jeez, I'm gonna need some serious self-affirmation after that. No, it's okay, old ball guy.
It's your acting. It's good. It's acting.
It's a wonderful moment, and that scene has evolved so much since rehearsals for she and I both, and it's so wonderful every night to watch it be just that much different.
Yeah,
because it's so organic with her, and her work is just stellar.
Amazing.
It's just spectacular.
Well, you were amazing too.
Thank you.
You were like, I would have never have guessed you were this age.
Oh, thank you.
No, serious, because when you portrayed Julia Marsh, I really believed that you were this Julia Marsh.
I'll take it.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You don't. I mean, you're fun and cute and all this stuff right now.
You know just what to say to a girl.
but Julian Marsh is an older gentleman who's kind of staunchy and kind of rude and crude.
Well, and it was very daunting, to pick up the script for the first time. I truly didn't know the show, and you're like flipping through it, and you're going, wait a minute, you're 40? What?
I know.
How did you? Whoa.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
So you portray the 40s very well.
Thank you. I hope that's a good thing.
It is.
And you get rid of it when you're off.
And you get rid because I would have never.
Oh yeah, I got to go to lots of like candy stores. Run around at the beach, just be as goofy as I can possibly be.
You walking down the street, I would never have noticed.
Yes,
I would have never have known that it was you.
I like that. Thank you.
That was a good.
Thank you.
That's a good
Thank
thing.
you.
Great meeting.
Thank you.
Thanks so
wonderful.
much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Really fun.
Wonderful.
Really fun. The great Matt Taylor from 42nd Street.
We have a crowd. We have a crowd.
Exactly. Here's Donald Fagen for you now on Orange County's FM 88.5 KSBR.
Since you've been gone, an awesome change has come about. My life is different now. I'm not the same without you. I'm evolving.
It is all about the music here on Orange County's FM 88.5 KSBR. Music there for you from Jeff Lorber. Little fusion thing, and we had Donald Fagen before that. It is 10:30 on a Saturday morning. Gary and Kelly here with you inside your radio or your computer or your smart device or any of those gadgets, however they may work. We don't know how it works. We don't care. And if you need to know, then don't ask us because we can't help you at all. But we're coming to you from the Segerstrom Center for the Arts this morning. And although I'm sure they're having second thoughts about that right now. But
well, apparently somebody heard my singing from across the hall.
Well, that's right. A pack of dogs came running, as a matter of fact. So that was always nice. But we're
very funny.
42nd Street is here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not about us. This is about the spectacular production, 42nd Street. Mm-hmm. And right now, sitting with us, Caitlin Lawrence and Pat Denning. Or I'm sorry, that's
DJ.
Pat, that's right, exactly. DJ candidate. Yeah, I blew it. But here you go. You went to Cal State Fullerton.
I did.
Kelly, did you know you sang with the Doobie Brothers? Or did you just sing karaoke?
With Cal State Fullerton.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we used to do an event. They probably still do it. I'm not quite sure, but it's called Front and Center.
Yes, they don't. They don't do
that anymore?
Well, they do a version of it, but it's different.
Well, that's a shame. It was a really wonderful program when we were there.
Yes.
And we got to perform with Whoopi Goldberg, the Doobie Brothers, Natalie Cole.
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins, he was my favorite.
Oh, he's spectacular. Yeah, he's
it was
great.
a wonderful
He's
opportunity.
Great. He's still out there banging around too.
He's still coming to Laguna.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Laguna.
Yeah. So that's a great show. It's awesome. But they try to change it up a little bit.
I'm sure. Every year it's a different guest star spectacular, and it's so exciting for the students to get to have that experience and that exposure.
Caitlin, are you awake yet?
I'm awake.
Okay, good. What would you guys normally be doing at this time of the morning?
It just depends on the day. This is a 2-show day, so I'm getting up early. I'll probably get my workout and get warmed up. So on a day like this, I would be getting up early.
So how do you get warmed up? Do you?
Every day is different. I'll show you.
Jack Daniels?
No.
Gary.
Sorry, I took a shot. I was wrong.
You took a shot of Jack Daniels.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
But yeah, every day is different. I do a vocal warm up every day, but I'm also a yoga teacher. pictures, so I got to get my body moving. And since I don't do a lot of moving in the show, I better do it before the show.
Okay.
But I'll, run or do just what I feel like that day. I just need to get my heart pumping before the show, so I'm awake.
Have you guys been singing all your life? I mean, did you start this early on, or did
Since
you just...
before I can remember.
Yeah, I think I came out of the womb singing. I've been doing it ever since I can remember.
Were your parents singers?
No.
Really?
Oh, no. You sing better than my mother.
Oh, my God. You should speak more nicely about your mom than that. I really...
So how did you get into singing then, if you...
I've had no skill at baseball, soccer, anything, so my parents threw me in theater, and I wasn't completely terrible, so we stuck there.
Oh, that's really exactly how we ended up with this stinking show.
Hey, there we are.
So that's really funny how that works.
What about you, Caitlin?
Yeah, my mom's a singer. She plays the flute. My dad's also like in a rock and roll band.
Oh,
nice.
Which
There you go.
one?
Well, it's nothing you would know. Yeah, but he's
Guns
been
N'
doing
Roses.
No.
He's just Paul McCartney.
Yeah. I think he's just as good as any of those people. He's
course.
wonderful. He's got a studio in Florida, and he plays guitar, and I play guitar too. So we've been like kind of working out together.
A
But
musical family.
yeah, we don't have a lot of theater people in my family.
You have gotten pretty serious about the guitar recently, have you not?
No, I mean,
Okay. Well, what the hell? All right.
it's just more of a fun
Request
thing.
to treat as a hostile witness. What the hell is this?
No, it's more of just a fun thing. I actually do a show in Alaska every year, and we play like pre-show songs. So they kind of push me to play the guitar there.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's been fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
What? Tell us about this show.
Oh, yeah.
42nd Street. This thing is unbelievable, isn't it?
It's nothing but fun. It's just a spectacular of dance and song, and there's a story in there for those looking for that too.
Now,
Yeah, really.
the one question that I wanted to ask you guys, do you have to go through that costume change of craziness? Or are you one of those people that have to stay out of the way, like we were talking to Matthew?
Caitlin has some costume changes.
I do. I have
Yeah.
two really quick ones, like, a 30-second one, and I have two about 30-second ones.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the costume changes, I mean, that's like the majority of the group is the ensemble, and I step out of the way. I mean, there's really...
Yeah.
They never sit down.
Yeah, I mean, there's 38 of us out there, and so...
So how is
unbelievable.
that done?
Magic.
Seriously, I mean, are
Magic
there
and
like a lot of...
Velcro.
Do you have
Magic
like
and sweat and blood.
Well, we have two wardrobe heads, and they travel with us. And
Okay.
then we have locals at the theater that we meet every time we come to a theater and sort of train them. And so there's lots of people back there.
So is
helping
there a
us.
lot of people with each person? I mean, like 4 or 5 people with one person?
One
or is it just-
dresser per 3 actors, I believe. It's a lot
They
of
are
people
amazing.
backstage.
They
Yeah.
are amazing.
Just one
It's
person to
clockwork.
dress the 3?
I think there's one dressing like 4 principal ladies back there.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I've become quite self-sufficient since we move around so much. I try to
Right.
do as much as I can myself.
But
I change a
sometimes-
vest every 45 minutes. So.
But the ensemble, when they shut that curtain that says "Pretty Lady" and it comes back up, it's not more than 15, 20 seconds.
No, it's a-
and they're in a complete, amazing, complete outfit.
It's a completely different show backstage.
Kelly,
Oh, yeah.
that's you Saturday nights. What are you talking about? That's not a big thing.
well,
No,
but
She's
it's
a
not
mother.
That quick. It's not that quick though. But it was just so amazing how fast it is. I can imagine what it looks like backstage.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
Kind
we're
of
quite
pandemonium.
organized at this point. I mean, really, you have to be for safety reasons. So
Yeah.
we've got
For
these
sure.
laundry baskets that are all lined up. We all have our own actor numbers with our
Okay.
costumes in it, and you throw your costumes back in the laundry basket. I mean, it's an art form, and they really
Okay.
take good care of us. Our
It's
crew does.
choreographed.
Yeah.
It is
To a T.
choreographed because there's too many of us. You can't get hurt back there. Safety
Yeah.
is a priority.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
yeah.
Well, what are tell us what song? What the hell am I doing? I'm having a stroke. I know, it's unbelievable. God almighty.
Good morning.
They don't give these shows to monkeys. I'm telling you. Maybe they should. Tell us about the songs that you have.
Oh my gosh, I have such great ones.
You do?
My favorite, I Only Have Eyes for You, about 8:45. I get to sing 42nd Street, a part of it, until
Yeah.
something tragic happens. What else do I have? Habit and Shadow Waltz. Those are mine.
Yeah.
But I feel so fortunate to get to do those every night. It's such a fun show for me. I have like a marathon first act with these beautiful songs. And then I have one song in Act 2, which is with him. So I kind of have like a nice, easy track, Act 2, where I drink my tea and just hang out in my dressing room. So I feel pretty lucky. I love my track.
Is this the kind of stuff that that you guys listen to, or what, when you're not doing, or are you just all over the map musically?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
I'm all over the map.
I didn't know any of this music before the show, actually.
Me neither.
And now you can't get them out of your head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're the best.
Yeah.
These are totally the best.
No, and I think that's something great about our cast is because a lot of us are younger and we didn't grow up with a lot of this music, or I'll speak for myself, I didn't. I got to kind of bring my own flair to the music, which caused some problems in rehearsals just because I didn't know exactly the feel of it. It took me a while, but I think it made it come from my heart. You know, it's something I hadn't heard before. So I kind of made it my own, and I love that.
How familiar were you with the show at all?
Had never seen it.
Really?
Never heard about it.
Yeah.
I'd seen it one time. I was aware of this character of Dorothy, but I didn't know the plot that well. I'd seen the movie once before the audition.
Such a diva. Oh my gosh.
Tell us about the whole audition process and how you got the roles. I mean, it's grueling, is it not? I mean, it's crazy.
Well, we were fortunate. The two of us were fortunate in our audition process. We went in on a Tuesday and met with the casting director who called us in for Wednesday to meet with the creative team.
Where was this?
This was in New York City.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were called in for specific roles.
Yes.
Like we didn't go to an open call, him and I. So we were very lucky in that
we
way.
got pulled in.
Yeah.
And so on Tuesday we met with the casting director. On Wednesday we met with the creative team and the director and the choreographer Randy Skinner and Mark Bramble. And on Thursday morning we were offered the jobs.
Wow.
So I think mine was like maybe less than 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Oh,
a couple days.
Outstanding.
But I was given a lot of material in that time. You really have to learn the material. It's like a performance. So I was in my hotel room, learning all the songs. I think I had to learn 3 and a few scenes. We have a funny story. This is my first memory of DJ. I had done a lot of my scenes, and then they called us and said, you have 5 minutes to look over the scene between you and Pat Denning, and he's my love interest in the show. And so it was a very short scene. I think we had 2 or 3.
I hadn't been given that side.
Yeah, so he hasn't even read the line. They handed it to both of us.
You just think you're having a great morning.
That's right.
So we go off into a hallway and we read the scene, and there's a kiss in the scene, and we're like, should we do this? Should we not? And we're like, yes, we're going to do this. This. We rehearsed it many times in the hallway.
Yes, we did.
Just meeting each other.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm going to put my mouth in your mouth now.
It was really passionate.
Thank you very much.
At this point, we knew it was like the production.
It's like a bus ride, really, in New York, isn't it? When he met.
I guess that's the kind of bus ride you like to take. But anyway, we went and did the scene, and we really owned it, and we did our kiss, and it was funny. Right afterwards, DJ looked at me and was like, "Nice to meet you," and it was just a great moment. The whole production team
What was your name again?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You taste delicious. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
I try.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's go back a little bit further.
Sure.
Then you're from Florida and you're from out here. Tell me about going to New York, moving to New York. Is that what you did?
Caitlin, go for this one.
Sure. I started in Florida. I went to the University of Florida. I was a Gator. Go Gators.
Yeah, there you go.
I moved to New York City the day after I graduated college. And I was doing I was in a modern dance company, actually. Crazy enough. When you see the show, you won't believe it. But anyway, I was. And then I got a survival job in New York City. I was a nanny. And it took up a lot of my time. I actually brought the little girl to auditions with me. And she would sit outside with the monitor, and she was really angry. But she got to see 42nd Street, and she was like, I get it now. But I did that for about 2 years. It takes up a lot of your time, those day jobs.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to leave New York City. So I was only booking shows outside of New York. Finally, I just bit the bullet and quit my nanny job and started taking jobs outside of New York City, lots of regional shows.
Right.
In little towns and whatever. But it felt so good to just be acting again.
Sure.
And so I did that for about 2 years. And then UPDAs is this thing in Memphis. It's this big cattle call audition where you audition for hundreds of companies in a minute and a half. You sing a minute and a half and a monologue in one. And that's where I met this casting director for 42nd Street.
Oh, wow.
So I was in New York City anyway, nannying between shows, did the audition and got it. But, I'm in and out of New York City now. I got rid of my apartment because I've been getting so much more work outside of the city.
And you're touring, probably.
I was touring. I did about a 2-month tour. But even these regional contracts, they're about 2 months or maybe 5 months. And then you have to find a place to live in between. Oh. So it's easier just to live with your suitcase and just rent somebody else's apartment and have their furniture. So that's kind of my story. I'm in and out of New York.
Your family's still in Florida?
My dad's in Florida. My mom's in Arizona. So I got family everywhere.
There you go.
There you
Okay.
go. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, you got the coast covered. Perfect.
Yeah, I love the city. I do. But I also
It is great.
I would rather just be performing. It makes me better. I mean, I'm still young, so I'm just trying to get better and better, wherever I can.
When did you go to New York?
Well, New York was never on my agenda. I'm a California kid, so the weather there alone is, well, the cold I can handle. It's the humidity in the summer when you get out of the shower and you're already sweating. Unacceptable. I do not accept this.
There's not a lot of air conditioners around either.
Send me back west. So after I grew up in Sacramento, and then I came down here to Fullerton to go to college. And then after college, I kind of floated around doing regional theater. Lived in Tennessee for a year. Woof. And it was wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Such lovely folk. And then after that, I ended up moving to China for 2 years. China, and I loved it. I mean, Tennessee was something, and China was something else. And
those are two totally different things.
Absolutely. I only plan to be
Chinese?
Not anymore. No, I learned Tagalog over there because most of my friends were Filipino.
Okay.
But I was there I had a 6-month contract, and then it kept getting extended. And 2 years later, my mom said, either you come back or you're dead to me. So I came back. But after 2 years being away, you have to start over no matter where you are. And it was a matter of, do I go to Chicago? Do I go to LA? Do I go to New York? And I had friends say, come to New York. Just bite the bullet and come to New York. And so I did. And that's how I got to New York. For better or for worse.
I spent 10 days in China.
Yeah. But New York is just unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, it's
love
spectacular.
It.
I enjoy it now. I don't heart it the way the T-shirt says just yet, but I'm working on it.
I like to visit.
Yeah. About 6 days is perfect.
Yes.
Well, I guess it is kind of an acquired taste, but boy,
I love it.
Yeah,
nobody wears colors. They're all black, brown.
Oh my goodness gracious, it's so invigorating, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go out and just never know who you'll meet or anything like that.
Right.
I also don't own a car, so for me, it's like my only place where independence.
I want that car back.
Yes.
I want parking to go with it.
When the hell's the last time you saw that thing, by the way?
Yesterday. My mom drove it down from Sacramento. She loves me.
It's like a dad with his kid, you know, the weekend visitation with the car.
Exactly.
Nice. Very nice.
How funny.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So tell me, what is the one thing that shocked you about this show? What is the thing that you've learned and that you've taken away from this that you would never have imagined?
The discipline of the dancers. It's unbelievable what they do and how they do it, and with such integrity and nightly over and over twice on weekends. It's phenomenal.
They must eat a lot.
They eat more than you would assume.
Because of all the calories that they're excruciating.
But their bodies are getting used to it now. It's almost muscle memory now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like now they're at the beginning you could see them really focusing on the dance, and the dancing is just as clean now, except for now you can watch their eyes as they're acting more because they don't have to think about it as much.
Oh man, just the routines and memorizing the lines. That's why I never made it in theater. I could never memorize that stuff. It's like, wow, you guys are just amazing. I brought a friend of mine on Thursday night to see the show, and he went high school theater and college theater, and now he's a hairdresser. But he's seen a lot of shows, and he just told me of all the theater shows that he's been in and all the theater shows that he's seen, this one by far was the most amazing. There was so many words that he used, I can't say them all, but lovely. He was just like enamored. He's like, he had to call me last night to tell me this again. He goes, I just want to let you know that was the most amazing show. Just this and this and this and this and this and this. He goes, it was fabulous. He goes, I can't say so much about the show because of the energy, the acting, the singing, the dancing, the props. Everything comes together.
Well, it's a feel-good story. You can't walk out without a smile on your face.
Yeah, exactly. And it's set during the Depression.
Go figure.
Yeah, and my mom came from the Depression.
Right.
And she tells me stories. She was born in the 20s, and she told me stories about the Depression, and to live that and to have the actual on a play to depict that, it was just phenomenal.
Have you guys watched the movie?
Yes.
It's been a really long time, but I did watch it.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's really different.
It is.
That's
It's
why
very different.
Yeah.
Especially for my role.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is. And, it's so hard to believe that this thing was not on Broadway until 1980. I mean, it's just, I mean, it feels like it's, it should have been, it was done, so long ago, but it's.
I think that's part of the magic of it, is that it does take you back, but it doesn't feel like it's a modern piece, even though I don't know that the 1980s, well, for me, it's modern, but
Thanks.
Go with it. But it doesn't feel that way. It feels like an old classic Broadway musical.
Absolutely.
And the clothing, I mean, even down to the actual costumes of the era.
Yeah.
You know, those clothes that you wear, just the street clothes was from that era. It was just like, wow, how'd they do that?
Yeah, and our director, actually, I really appreciate this about, when we were in New York City, he made us all bring in stories about the Great Depression from friends and family.
Oh, is that right?
So
Great
every
idea.
morning we would spend 5 minutes or so sharing different stories, and it was just wonderful to hear different people. Some people had happy stories, some people had sad stories, but it just
and we're
gave
from
us
everywhere. So we had Australians, we had Canadians, we had people from all over the country telling Depression stories from their
country.
region.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I felt like we just got a taste of that time period, and we can really bring that to the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What shows? What do you want to do now? You know,
anything in the future that you would like to say that would?
I mean,
be
I know it's really
it's 40 seconds.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know. I really savor the time doing the show. It's really stretched me as an actor and a performer, and I don't take a moment ever for granted.
Yeah.
So at this moment, it's hard to look too far ahead. I mean, we're scheduled until our contract's until mid-August.
Wow.
So I don't really need to be auditioning right now. I can just live for once, which is great.
So you're on the road.
We're on the road.
On a bus.
On a bus.
Till August.
Till August.
You guys did one-nighters.
We did.
We do, yeah.
Wow,
but then we were
that's
rewarded with 2 weeks in Costa Mesa, and in May will be 3 weeks in.
Do you get
at the
time
Contagious.
off? I mean,
We're having all of December off.
Yeah, we get December off.
but you get to go back to your families.
Yeah.
But during a tour,
visit
like
your
right
car.
now,
That's right.
but during a tour, do you get like the mornings off, obviously, and you do a show at night, but
Depending if we're traveling. For traveling,
Okay.
we might be driving in the morning.
but like here in Costa Mesa, do you do anything during the day? Do you try to go shopping? Do you go down to the beach?
There's plenty of
Oh, yeah.
shopping. We're
Well,
consuming
of
all
course,
across
you're
America.
I'll bet.
But do you ever try to go to the beach? Do you ever try to
Sure.
visit?
We went to the beach yesterday. I did. But we all
that's-
can do our own thing.
Yeah, it's part of the fun of going across the country is that you never know where you're going to be or what you're going to find there. We were just
Okay.
in Ely, Nevada for one night just to travel. We didn't play there. I mean, there's no population.
What did you do in Ely?
We went to the Railroad Museum. It was a delight. It was so fun. Yeah, all these old steamers. It was excellent. Where else are you going to get to do that?
No doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Okay.
It's pretty special.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
you guys, you should be really proud. The
Yeah.
performances are spectacular.
Thank you.
I really mean it. It's a real honor to meet you guys.
Yeah.
I've really, truly, I mean, the show's great. Best of luck.
Best.
Thank you
yeah.
so much for having us.
Yeah,
This is
thanks
much
for
more
having
fun than
us.
I thought it would be.
I'm awake now.
I'm awake and ready to do the show.
There you go. There
You
you
have
go.
two of them tonight, so there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
2
All
o'clock.
right. We've got some music for you from Rob Tardik now on Orange County's FM 88.5 KSBR. Where the music really matters and the arts really matter too, I suppose. Not inappropriate. Music there for you from the Yellow Jackets here on Orange County's FM 88.5 KSBR, the great release Politics and the tune Local Hero from, there's as good as it gets right there. It is 8 minutes after 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Gary and Kelly here with you inside your radio or your computer or your thing or your deal or your device and your
Smartphone.
thing or your, maybe if your tap shoes are mic'd, maybe you can get us in there too. We are coming to you this morning from the Segerstrom Center for the Arts. Kind of celebrating and really getting to know some of the most talented people that are walking the planet.
This is
the
going to
cast
be my
members of-
segment.
well, oh
This
God,
is my
here we
seg-
go.
this is my
Yeah,
segment.
That's right. The
Here
show
we
runs
go.
through. Actually runs for another week through the 22nd. And we are joined now by Lamont Brown, who plays
Hello.
Andy Lee. Good morning, man. How are you? Thanks
I'm
for
doing
getting up early, baby. We're glad to have you here. We're glad to have you. What would you normally be doing at it's 11 o'clock. You'd be up by
I'm
now,
getting
right?
ready for the first show
Oh,
today
yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah, right.
How
Right.
fun. So you play Andy Lee. He's
Yes.
the choreographer for the show Pretty Lady
Yes.
in the 42nd Street play.
Yes, a play within a play. Yes.
A play within a play. Okay. Did you audition for this part?
Yes, I did. I auditioned back in February, and it was a fun audition, and sometimes I think of auditions like classes. You always continue to learn. We came in, we tapped, we sang, we acted.
With a whole bunch of other people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
so this was the cattle call. This is what we envision as a cattle call, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
And we come in and we go in the room with, depending on how big the room is, sometimes 20, 25, sometimes squish, and we just sit there and tap, and then they watch us cut, and then we go to the next round, and then I keep moving to the final callbacks, and that's when they start deciding on who they want.
Is it like in the play chorus line, you, everybody leave, and then you bring them back up?
Essentially, yes. Not necessarily standing in a straight line. Sometimes people still do that, but not necessarily we stand in a straight line to get called
so
in.
But you sing as well, do you?
Yes,
okay.
I am a singer.
Okay, so did you have to sing for this part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We sing, and we have a book for when we come in audition. They look at our book and see what that we sing that's in our repertoire. And then we come in and sing, and then they say thank you, and they see what we have, what we got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, you seem really young. You're 21, you said?
Yes, I am.
I can't believe I saw the show on Thursday, and I was just telling you, what I was doing when I was 21, I wasn't touring in a show.
and I hope that I didn't mean to. I hope that wasn't offensive.
It wasn't.
I mean, believe me, everybody looks young to me from where I'm sitting, man. But you really, goodness gracious, as talented as you are, it's crazy. It's crazy.
In this show, you don't look 21.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be the wig.
Exactly.
My big hair.
But you all play older parts.
Yes.
Most of you are very young.
Yes.
And you all play people in their 30s and 40s.
Mm-hmm. The kids are the ensemble.
Yes.
Including Billy and Peggy, and the older ones is including me.
Yeah, you're
and
what?
The rest.
Andy is what? 30s, 40s?
25 and up.
20. Okay.
25 and
okay.
up. Yeah, one of the older ones, yeah.
How long have you been on stage?
For about 14 years. And I actually started in church, dancing with praise dancing.
Okay.
Which was, which really inspired me to do musical theater.
What is praise dancing? Is it tap or is it?
No, it's kind of hard to explain. It's one of those things you have to kind of see.
Okay.
But it's church music, and you just dance to it and what you're listening to.
Okay.
And it's also including like mime dancing. So it's sometimes staccato and it's sharp and it's just. You freeze here and then you're dancing, make it more lyrical. It's more
kind
lyrical.
Modern.
Yeah, it's modern, very lyrical.
Okay.
Yes,
interpretive.
Interpretive dancing. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is in Central Islip.
Central Islip. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Very nice. Were your folks, involved with music and stuff too?
Yes,
in the church,
my entire family.
Oh wow!
Really? How big is the family?
Oh, very big. Very big. My mother, she's an organist. My father's a drummer. My sister, she plays the trumpet. She sings.
Trumpet.
She dances as well, and I also play the percussion, drums.
Okay.
So in church, sometimes when I go home after tour, I go home and play the drums along with my mother.
Oh
the
my
organ.
goodness, how fun!
So did your family obviously direct you into the theater arts and
almost had no choice.
Okay. And when did you start dancing?
I started dancing at 7 years old.
7. Now, did
training.
Did you go right into tap or did you do other stuff?
I started with the spiritual dancing in the dance school because the dance school started in the basement of the church. And then we started with hip hop.
Okay.
And then I got into tap the year after that.
And you've been tapping since 8, 9?
Since 8 years old, yes.
Wow.
Did you want to do this?
Yes, it was something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Not necessarily musical theater.
Okay.
That wasn't till 10th grade that I fell in love with musical theater. But I just knew that I wanted to be an entertainer.
Okay. Always wanted to have that, yeah. So tell me about tapping. I'm just like, I have to tell you, I took tap. Stop it. They know this story already because I've been talking about it all morning long. I took tap when I was 5, 6, 7 years old. And you don't know this person. It's Art Linkletter's School of Tap. And stop it.
No, go
and I learned some of the shuffle and some of the box. I mean, all the other stuff. But to actually, to continue on and to do those routines there's some of those routines are like 15 minutes long.
Yeah. I don't want to give you all the secrets. I'm joking.
How do you remember all that stuff?
It's just since we
and
started so young, we just have to do it over, repetition.
It's grueling.
Lamont, who were you watching when you were a kid dancing? I mean,
Gregory Hines, Sammy Davis,
phenomenal, yeah,
and Savion Glover.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You are just like them, though. Really, if you look that one number where you guys are in the gold, you're in that number.
Yes.
You're like in the front.
We're in the money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That is just
boom, just kicking.
You guys are just like, I'm exhausted.
You know, who is doing that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But I'm just thinking, Sammy's gone. Gregory Hines is gone. Man, you got to carry this on.
Who's left?
Who are the kids that are going to be watching? You know what I mean?
There are a lot of tappers out there. They are New York based as well. They sometimes travel around competitions to teach. Another show is called After Midnight. They amazing tappers in that show. You have Domisha Edwards, Jared Grimes, Omar Edwards. Just so many names are so out there. But tapping is one of the things that it always changes in the way in that style. But it's something I love to do.
Do you eat a lot?
Yeah. Eat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, always. I'm always eating. I'm
serious because you are exuding a lot of energy and a lot of calories.
And that's what's like, what? Eat? Do I eat? I don't know. No.
How many calories do you put in a day?
I lose track. I don't know.
Because you probably lose a lot of weight, right?
He's 21. He ain't counting.
I see it, and I'm not counting.
Yeah, right. He's totally not worried about it.
So you probably, I don't want to say the word sweat, but you could probably, you really work out.
Kelly, you just said sweat.
I know.
That was awful. I can't believe it.
It's not awful.
Yeah, right.
I sweat. Oh my gosh. No, I
sweat a lot.
Yeah, we sweat throughout the show.
I know. Do you have to get those costumes changed? Cleaned all the time?
Well, that's one of the things that makes me sweat a lot because, in my opening costume, I have to undress that all the first act because of how quick the changes are.
Right. And I was going to ask you about that.
2 layers.
2 layers. Sometimes 3.
Awful. Yeah. Wow,
jumpsuit. We have you have the dress shirt, then the pants, then the vest, and then we put the jumpsuit on top of that, and then another shirt on top of that, then another vest, and then we have a hat to finish it off. Yeah.
Wow. Did you know of this show before you auditioned?
Yes. As I did. The show is timeless. It's one of those tap shows that you should know.
Yeah.
You should know being a tapper and then going into school.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Yeah.
And then going to school, I had the experience to learn some of the numbers from the original productions, which was slightly different, but still essentially the same show, which kept that same life in it.
And you're mic'd up for your singing ability because you're an amazing singer.
Yes.
But you were telling me something about your shoes.
We have another mic pack that goes down both legs that attaches to our shoe. So we have elastic, which adds on to our quick changes to put over our shoes.
And what is it like in those changes in the back? Is it choreographed as much?
It's choreographed because we also have the sets that we have to run around so we won't get hurt back there. And there are certain spots where people have to change backstage. And there's also our other costumes all the way upstage where we can change, so we make sure we're not running into each other.
Do you ever lose your mic?
No.
It's hooked on there.
It's hooked. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, good. I'm thinking because some of those numbers, you really dance like crazy.
Those mics is pinned in my head, and the mics on my legs have elastic
super
bands
glue.
on it.
Yeah,
super glue.
Yeah, it's close.
Wow.
Yeah. We're chatting with Lamont Brown, who plays Andy Lee in the production of 42nd Street that's running here at the Segerstrom Center for the Arts through the 22nd next Sunday. Had you ever gone out on a long run like this, or a tour like this?
This
before?
is my first tour. My
Wow.
first tour.
Wow.
Yes.
How often is Mom calling?
I talk to her sometimes every day, sometimes every 2 days. It depends on my day schedule, or what I'm doing, or if I'm sleeping all day. Because some of my day offs, I like to sleep and make sure I get my rest for the next day.
Are you enjoying it?
I love it.
Probably going to see all the different cities and different states, everything.
My first time in California. I've been waiting for this day forever.
Oh, man. Outstanding.
So, what have you done so far?
I went to the beach.
Yeah.
I'm going to Disney on Monday.
Oh, there you go. You got to do that, man.
I've been going to Disney World in Florida my entire life, so I'm excited to go to California Adventure and Disneyland.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
How fun.
That's exciting.
What other cities have you hit that you just jumped out at you?
Ooh, Salt Lake City, which is where we opened.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We teched the show in Yakima, Washington. We went to Ames, Iowa.
What'd you do there?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Not too much.
Okay.
But, and we went back to New York and then and Connecticut as well. And I love the sightseeing, which is very important.
That's gotta be really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Around the country. And we move so fast around the country. Sometimes I forget, it's like, where was I yesterday?
And where am I going tomorrow?
Where am I going tomorrow?
Yeah,
Like, where
I heard.
are we
I couldn't believe it. You guys have actually done one-nighters with this thing.
Yes.
I can't fathom it.
We go on the 8-hour bus ride, get off the bus, we eat, we do a sound check, we come in and do the show and leave.
Dude, that is showbiz right there, baby.
Yes, it is.
And
I love every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Do you have
That's
a
so
routine that you do when you wake up and before you prep for a show? Do you have any type of practice?
I necessarily don't have a routine. Not until I get to the theater. I get to the theater early, so I make sure I do vocal warm up. I sit there and do flaps all day, and rolling shuffles is just to get my body moving. Getting ready for the flaps. Yes,
We know what flaps are.
Kelly knows all that.
I know that.
Yeah, she does.
To get ready for the opening number, which
Yeah.
starts off hard. It's fast
It
paced.
is. I was exhausted. But you know what's really funny about this show is when you walk out, everybody, maybe not everybody, but the people that are around me, we were dancing in our seats, pretending that we were, because you sit there and you're like, you just can't help but move.
You just want to run up on that stage.
No, you just want to. But my friend and I, we wanted to go take tap lessons again. We wanted let's go do that. We could do that.
Amazing.
Let's do tap. We could do that.
It's
right. You want to take tap lessons with me, Gary?
Sign me up. Sign me up.
Want to go?
I got my shoes with me.
Let me mic up my feet.
We can do it. I want to show you a couple of my steps in a few minutes. Oh, yeah. I know how to shuffle.
Lamont, great to meet you. It's great to meet you. Congratulations on what a great role that you have and just killing it.
Amazing role.
Thank you so
in this
much.
And you're
spectacular
singing.
production.
We didn't even get. Oh man,
Yeah,
you're singing.
yeah, it'll be fun. We got to keep in touch next time through, man. We'll find out what's going on with you, and
Awesome.
Kelly will teach us more.
Teach you a few steps.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh man, absolutely. We've got some music from Rick Braun standing by, so stick around.
This is Michael Kincaid with your KSBR Entertainment Calendar. Here's what's going on in Orange County. Honda Center and...
With classic performances and today's best jazz, this is Orange County's 88.5 KSBR. Music there from Soren Reef. I don't know if that's actually a person's name. I don't know if it's a laundry detergent. Soren Reef, exactly. How'd you get that stain out? I used some Soren Reef. Get your whites whiter than white. I don't know what that means at all.
Soren Reef sounds like a place.
It does sound like it's a way of life, really.
Somewhere
is what it is.
off into the distance.
Off into the Soren Reef. That's right. It's 11:36 on a Saturday morning. It's Gary and Kelly, and inside your radio or your computer device thing, or something. And we're coming to you from the Segerstrom Center for the Arts. We have just spent a spectacular morning celebrating this tremendous play, 42nd Street. This production play doesn't do it justice. This is the thing. This is the show.
Phenomena.
Yeah, it really is. It runs here through the 22nd, a week from tomorrow. If you do yourself a favor and get out here and check this thing out. And we are joined once again by two really just annoying people. They're young and they're talented and they're good looking, and I hate them.
I know.
It's really not fair. Once again, proving life isn't fair.
I know.
In fact, if life was fair, Elvis would be alive and all the impersonators would be dead. So that's a Johnny Carson line. So
very funny. They don't even know who John.
I know they don't know. They don't know who I am. It doesn't matter. Caitlin, Erlinger, our second Caitlin number 2, Caitlin Deuce today. That's right. And Blake Stadnick. Good morning. Thanks for coming down here, you guys. We're really
You guys play
to see
Peggy
Sawyer
and Billy.
Billy Lawler.
The two main leads in the show, I would say, that kind of like carry everything through. And I'm exhausted just looking at you right now because I'm just remembering.
Oh,
no, just watching the show Thursday night. You do a lot of dancing. A lot of dancing.
They know that.
I know that. I'm just reminding them because I'm exhausted just looking at them, going, "Wow, you just."
God.
But they're young.
I know.
Kids
it's awful,
can do
isn't
anything.
it?
I know.
See, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Is this is the biggest production that you've ever been involved with, you guys? Is this the
My first professional job.
Caitlin, you're how old?
19.
Oh God.
All right. You're dismissed. Get the hell out of here. What is
Past your bedtime yet?
right. My God. Blake, what about you, man?
Yeah, this is probably the biggest thing I've done. This is the first tour I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you loving it, or what? You know, what do you do about laundry?
Gosh,
What do you know, all that stuff?
It is. I haven't had a lot of chances to travel, so I'm really getting to see the country, and it's a great opportunity. I love it.
Yeah.
It's an amazing cast, and we're just one big family. It's a lot of fun. We get to do what we love and travel the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing
Now,
wrong with that.
talk
Have
about
you
the audition.
made friends?
Oh, yeah.
We made great friends on this thing.
Great
live fun.
friends.
Yeah.
I think she's terrible, but that's
We're not friends at all. It's all acting.
What about the audition process for this show? Did you have to go through the whole big cattle call thing, or
I did.
How did you do that?
I got an email about it from Backstage.com, and I told my mom I was halfway through my senior year of high school.
Oh,
so I
Lordy.
said, "Mom, I have to go to this audition. I really want to go." And she said, "All right, let's go." So we went to New York.
And this is from Houston, where you
from
right?
Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
We went to New York, and we had a plane ticket for the next day home because we thought that I'd get through maybe 1 or 2 cuts, and then that was it. And then they kept asking me to stay, and it was 10 days, and I missed a ton of school, and yeah.
And what happened? I mean,
And
you
I got
obviously
it.
got the job, but what happened with school? Well, wait a minute.
Did you get in? Did you get it?
You got the job, but what happened with school?
You're waiting for the callback, right?
Still waiting.
I wonder what happened with school, though. Did you?
One of my teachers sat me down, and he said, "If you tell me about the entire audition process, I'll give you all hundreds for the grades you missed. Just sit down and tell me the whole story." And my principal sent an email out and said she's following her dreams, so let her slide a little.
Really?
Yeah. So they were great about it, and I was like,
Oh my
all
God,
right.
that's the greatest scam I've ever heard in my life.
So you ended up graduating then?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. I just want to make
that's
sure.
amazing.
I'm just trying to get the education part of it in.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Because I wanted to make sure she graduated from high school.
I did.
that's
See?
amazing.
Didn't
What a
drop
great
out.
story. That's crazy.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's amazing.
But this has really been probably the best education you could have ever hoped for. This tour,
Absolutely.
Do you have a chaperone? Like, mom's come along at all? I mean, did she like?
My mom does come along.
I was just going to
because
ask you because I don't know if I'd let my 18,
she
19-year-old.
loves the show, so one of her friends was here, and that was her opportunity to say, "All right, I'm coming," because my
Yeah.
friend's there. So
Seriously, I mean, think about it. Would you let your 18, 19-year-old daughter go on a?
No, but my son, I'd kick him right out the door.
What about you, Mike? What was the audition process for you?
Well, I'm kind of fortunate. I have an agent, so
Okay.
See, there you go. Now you're talking.
I got to skip
Murray.
He was.
No, Vinny.
Mort.
Shush. Let him talk.
Yeah, so she walked into a room with like 400 people in it, and I got to walk into a nice cushy room with 20 people. In it.
Oh, see, but a lot of
Yeah.
cigar smoke. So
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
the kid's in the show.
But I had to go through
Yeah.
quite a few callbacks too.
Yeah.
And just because there were 20 people in that room, there
Right.
were probably 10 rooms with 20 people in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you just you do the dance call, and then they have you sing, and they gave me some sides for Billy Lawler, and I was like, oh, you're considering me for that? Okay.
Wow.
I'm
And
gonna
did you
start
know the
sweating
part
now.
already?
I did it in high school,
Okay.
but that was a while ago.
Okay.
And it was a high school, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. The same role though. You were.
Yeah, I was Billy.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But yeah, I just kept hearing yes, and finally I'm here.
Oh man,
Great.
that must have been awesome.
Like, can I ask? I saw stumbled into the article online yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And which was a wonderful thing, but you know, I hate to break this to you, you're legally blind.
What?
Yeah, I know. It shocked me too. How in the world? How do you do this?
Well, I mean, it happened when I was really young, so kids adapt.
Yeah.
Really, really easily. And this is kind of just how I see the world now. I mean, there are little things that I haven't developed, like going from on stage to off stage, going into the dark is pretty hard for me. So I kind of just walk off stage with my hands in front of me. I've run into a few people, but they forgive me.
That's a nice way to meet people, actually.
Especially with your hands up like that.
Well, I do back of the hand forward, so I don't offend
See, now that's really a mistake.
I don't want to offend
that's a
anyone.
missed
Depends on
opportunity.
where you touch on the body. Okay.
We'll have to talk. No, that's right.
Missed opportunity. Listen to you. Oh, Lordy.
But like on stage, everybody else, there's a number line on the very front edge of the stage. So for spacing, for in the dance numbers and stuff. Well, I can't see that. I mean,
I was just going to ask you that.
In one of the rehearsals, the person who said our choreography, Kelly Barclay, she was like, "Blake, you have to be on 6." I was like, "Kelly, I can't see the numbers."
So how do you get on 6?
I use spatial awareness with everyone else. I just trust that they're in the right place, and so then I'll know where I need to be.
Oh my gosh! And you dance on this dime.
Oh, the dime.
The dime.
The big dime.
How do you do that?
Well, I mean, I don't think actually anyone would really be able to see where the edge of the dime is because you're looking up at the audience,
right.
So it's out of your periphery. So you just kind of got to make sure that you're in the center of it.
So what can you see? I mean, are you...
That's a hard question to answer because I don't remember what perfect vision is like, so I can't... There's nothing for me to compare it to be able to say it in terms that you would understand.
Okay.
But had I not met you closer than we are right now, I would have no idea what you look like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you still see lights and all that stuff. Okay, so wow. And your dancing ability, just to go from one end to the other, because you do a little solo thing out there. I mean, I'd be like, jump out there and go crazy. But oh my gosh. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Do you guys think of yourselves, because you both do sing and dance in this thing, I mean, do you think of yourself, are you a singer or are you a dancer? What's your first?
I started dancing first.
Okay.
But then I started singing. So I would say I'm a dancer first, but I love to sing.
If you had your druthers to do one or the other.
Dancing.
Dancing?
Yeah.
You bet you, Blake?
Yeah, I come from singing background more, so yeah.
And
singing
your
and acting.
Singing is just spectacular.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful tenor voice.
I know. Oh, that's right. What was that line you said in the thing you said about tenors?
One of Broadway's top tenors.
Humble. Very
and then something about don't get you angry or something about tenors are.
You know how temperamental tenors are.
That was so
Boy,
cute.
this is going to be tough to top, isn't it?
Well,
I guess there's no time to think about it, though, right? I mean, you still got a long run with this thing, and then just, wow.
Right. Well, I mean, here, this is kind of a luxury that we get to be in a place for 2 weeks, because sometimes we're going into a place, we get off the bus, we do a show, we get on the bus, we go to the hotel, sleep, get up, and then go to the next town to do another show.
Insane.
And our crew, they tear down the set as soon as the show's done, load it onto trucks, get on a sleeper bus, go to the next venue and set it up before we get there.
Ridiculous.
I mean, their job is ridiculous.
Just ridiculous. Yeah.
We I don't know where we'd be without these
Oh
guys.
yeah.
Wow.
They're incredible.
Wow.
Now the costumes. I have to talk to you about the costumes because not only are they obviously from the 30s, but the costume changes, especially for the two of you. The two of you must go through what, 50 costume changes?
A lot.
A lot.
I have 8 in the first act, I think.
Okay,
In the first act.
So how is that in the backstage? Run us through the backstage. How do you go through all those costume changes? Because I'm telling you, we were like, I blink my eye and you're out in another costume. How fast are they?
They're quick.
Like within 15 seconds, I would say.
Some of them are
10 seconds.
I think my fastest one is 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But we have dressers.
We have dressers that are on top of it.
Yeah, Matt, my dresser, he makes sure that I go on stage wearing clothes.
Boy, if he got mad at you, though, he could really...
That's true. You make nice with your dressers.
And do they mic your taps?
Oh, yeah, your pants are on. Go ahead.
They do. They do mic our taps. We have mics that go down our legs, and then we tape them to our ankles.
How do you do that with stockings?
You put them over the mics.
Okay.
So you put the mics on, and then you put the tights over the tap mics.
Okay. Now, Blake, my friend that I brought to the theater Thursday night, we were noticing, and this is really sad, but we were noticing that some of the men weren't wearing socks. Is that true? Or are those just really tan?
Mine are flesh-colored socks.
See? Yeah. Okay, so does everybody wear flesh-colored socks?
Yeah, I think so. Except for Julian.
So, why?
I guess because...
Because when you're cool, that's what you do.
Because it looks like you have no socks on.
Well, but it matches all the costumes that way, I guess.
Okay. All right.
I have to change socks. I mean, with 30-second costume changes, I don't want to be changing my socks.
Well, exactly. That's what we were saying. But I'm thinking, well, maybe they just don't wear socks.
Wow. Caitlin, what's the biggest surprise that from doing this tour? Nothing?
The stage. Every new stage we get on, the audience is huge. I've never been in front of audiences this big. And my biggest surprise was the first day of rehearsal and hearing everyone sing and seeing everyone dance. And I was in complete amazement. Everyone is insanely talented, and everyone wants to be there and is giving 150% the entire time. In high school, you have some people who want to be there, some people who don't.
Or some people have to be there.
Yeah, who have to, and everyone here wants to, and I think that shows. It shows because we're a team and we all want it. We all want to work hard.
That's got to be inspiring as hell.
It really is. Yeah. Every day I learn so much from everyone else, just watching everyone.
What did it feel like the first time, since this is the biggest audience that you've ever been in front of, the first time that they erupted?
Something inside you is just like, wow, this is it. That's it.
Pinch me moment.
I want to do this forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Blake, same?
Biggest surprise. I didn't know quite how it was all going to come together. I was never worried, but I didn't know how we were going to go from theater to theater, and we get here and everything's different backstage. But as soon as you get onto that set, I mean, it's the same every theater. I mean, they even transport the floor with us. We have the same floor.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
wow.
Yeah. So
for you, that's got to be particularly
very important.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah. So when as soon as no matter how different the town is, how different the dressing rooms are, as soon as you step onto that stage, everything is the same, and you're at home.
Oh,
it's great again.
Yeah. Wow.
There was a free performance conversation with the cast the other night. On Thursday night. Did you guys participate in that?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I did the one last night.
Okay. What was that all about? How does that happen?
Well, last night it was a high school.
Okay.
And I can't remember for the life of me which high school it was.
Okay,
and I'm so sorry. But they're actually doing 42nd Street this February.
Oh,
perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And so they were just asking us questions about how we got started, what tours like, and I love doing stuff like that.
I'll bet.
Sweet.
And I'll bet they loved hearing that you had played the same role in high school.
Yeah. So they could be doing this someday too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You guys, this has gone too fast. It is really an honor to meet you two. Congratulations on
so
this
much.
just spectacular production, and best of luck. Best of luck.
You guys are going to be big stars. I can just feel it.
Are you going to have fun getting there?
I know.
Reaching for it. It's an honor. It really is.
How fun! And we can say we knew them when.
Absolutely. Oh, they won't remember us.
Yes, they will.
Their attorneys won't let them.
For you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh my goodness. All right, here's a little music for you from Peter White with Basha now in Orange County's FM 88.5 KSBR. It's all about the music here on Orange County's FM 88.5 KSBR, or in this case, the music and the dance and the stuff.
The singing and everything.
Yeah, Basha with Peter White right there, Just Another Day from Caravan of Dreams. It's, wow, fast morning. What a spectacular
I'm
fun.
Exhausted.
Well, I
have to go home and take a nap.
See, I'm telling you, it's great stuff. We
Too much tapping.
Oh, boy, I tell you. We'll be back. We have to hear from Judy.
KSBR supporters include Saddleback College, presenting Saddleback College Arts, featuring live art exhibits, theatrical productions, music performances, and more. Saddleback College fosters an environment of creative expression. Learn more at saddleback.edu/arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You know, the Segerstrom Center for the Arts, you know when you've worn out your welcome here. They don't know that is not true. No, I'm just kidding.
He's
I'm
joking.
Just kidding. They're just jokes, Scala, for the love of God. You know.
Well, they do have a show at 2:00, Gary, so we do have to hurry up and get out of here.
I know. Well, you've got
you've
got to get into your tap shoes.
Hey, you better watch out.
You better watch out.
They might want me.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen.
They might want me.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen.
But you know what? You know what, Gary? Seriously. You and I both always talk about wanting to lose weight and get back into shape. Mm-hmm. How about we take a tap dancing class? No?
Okay.
No, seriously. I'm really serious.
Okay.
We can go to Saddleback College. I'm pretty sure.
You know, here's the thing. I keep picturing the one of the last scenes in the movie Blazing Saddles where they come busting in and then after this, stick out your tush. You know,
I think
you know the one.
Let's see if Saddleback does a tap dancing class, and we can do it at night.
And if they don't, let's start one, and you can teach it.
Well, no, my mom probably could.
Right.
She's 93, and we'd be really good.
Where Kevin Melvin is standing by. And we're going to leave you with a little...
We're going to go tap our way out of here.
That's right. I'm telling you. We're going to leave you with Phil Perry now on Orange County's FM 88.5 KSBR. Have a great weekend.
See you next Saturday.